Hey yo, what's going on guys? This is Mike Reed here and welcome back to another tour review by yours truly. So today I got another tour review for you guys as I quote unquote secretly mentioned yesterday. So before we get into that actually, I want to show you guys a little update on my Nintendo Switch because as I mentioned I do have a Switch now, so if you guys want to add me on there, I have mentioned it before on my streams to add me up there. Anyhow, here's my Switch on my charging dock, and check it out guys, brand new Joy-Cons. Look at that. We have blue and we have red because as you guys may or may not have seen my original holiday update video when I initially got this console, a little bit of dust on there. When I initially got it, the Joy-Cons I did get, which were both red, just in the span of a few days got the infamous drift on them. So just today I got them traded out for these brand new ones, and these guys work out fantastic. So anyhow, that's my little update on the Switch. Again, please do add me on there because I need more friends on my Switch, and quite frankly I need more people to play with on this console. I mean, I could literally play Minecraft Switch Edition all day, but that's gonna get boring after a while. So, but then you might say, oh, why can't you just play one of your many other games you probably have on the console? Because I need friends. You know, I need that. So, please add me on Switch. I'm lonely. Anyway, so let's get right into the tour review. So, today we have, please do ignore the god-awful box, so I did get this used. Anyway, this is the Apocalypse Blade set from Beyblade Burst Rise. So, and you can obviously see right at the front where I got this from, so let's try not to look at that. Anyway, let's look at the box here. So we have the Apocalypse Blade set with Cosmo Apocalypse right there, also known as Cosmic Apocalypse A5. It's attack type. We have the Apocalypse Blade Launcher, which I'm going to show you guys that in a second, which is right here. This is the Apocalypse Blade Launcher, which is basically the same thing as the Excalius set launcher from Beyblade Burst Evolution, so, which I believe I have done a review of, so there you go. But anyway, on the back of the box, we have Cosmo Apocalypse 8.5, or Cosmic Apocalypse. Anyway, we have the chip Apocalypse, the layer base Cosmic or Cosmo. We have the disc, which is Vanguard, and then we have the driver, which is Coil. Over here, which Coil we did see on Viper Hydrax, so that's nice to see a reissue of that. Anyway, we have a demonstration right here of the Apocalypse Blade Launcher and the Beyblade itself, Cosmo Apocalypse, being launched into the, what is this called? The Vertical Drop Stadium set. So that's really nice. It has launch left to right there, and then we have the stats, which don't read them because I suck. Anyway, with that god-awful box out of the way, well, not god-awful in terms of the design, but just in terms of condition, let's get into the bay itself. We're going to go part by part this time, starting with the chip, which is Apocalypse. So there you go. There you have Apocalypse. Nothing really much to say here, except it looks really nice. I like the blue. I like this sort of crystalline yellow. Sort of looks like topaz. I do like that. Nice blue with the shield, the ruby red core, and this little part at the bottom. So the original gimmick of Apocalypse, for those who don't know, is that it had the infinite lock system, basically meaning that it could spin all the way around and it wouldn't burst. And only when it was hit on certain buttons of the original layer could it actually burst. But anyhow, for Hasbro's, they actually decided to make the chip, cross-compatible with all other layer bases, which the original wasn't able to because it was only restricted to the Prime base and to the Regalia base, respectively, or Royal base, for both of these bases. Which, for comparison, actually, here's Regalia Genesis, which, as you can see, this is supposed to be the more masculine variant. Well, this one's more feminine looking. So that's sort of the differences between Apocalypse and Genesis. Well, that and he came with a different base, which was Prime, but I don't have that yet since I don't have the Vortex Climb set yet. So that's quite a shame. But anyway, I'll get that at some point and do a review of it. But anyhow, next up we have the layer base, which is Cosmo/Cosmic. Not really much to say here, except, well, we initially saw it with Cosmo Kraken, or Cosmic Kraken, which I did do a review of, so go watch that video if you want to see my initial thoughts on this, but the same thoughts sort of translate here. It's a nice base, but it's not really that great. I mean, it's great for stamina, but no, it's not really anything to write home about. Anyway, then we have the Vanguard disc that we get. We initially saw this with Venom and Erase Diabolos/Devilos, so nice to see that here. And lastly, we get Coil, which again is a Hasbro exclusive driver. We initially got this in blue, but now we get it in this nice red. Funny coinky dink. Anyway, so there you have that. Quite nice. Little driver there. So once we put the whole bay together, Cosmo, Apocalypse, Vanguard, and Coil, there you have the full combo of Cosmo Apocalypse. Looks quite nice. Now let's do some brief comparisons. So again, for comparison, we're going to bring in Regalia or Royal Genesis. So you can see how those two look together. They look quite nice. Again, it would be much nicer if I actually had the Prime base, but for now, this will have to do. At least I have the chip, right? That's all that matters. And another version of Cosmic. Speaking of that, let me bring in Cosmo or Cosmic Kraken so you guys can see how the original Cosmic base looked. So you can see that. Next, we'll bring in Slash Valkyrie, because why not? And as you can see, he does look quite nice next to him. Next, we'll bring in another attack type. Here we have Ace Dragon. This is from the Walmart exclusive premium 4-pack. So that's really nice. And then lastly, we have Viper Hydrax right here. So we can compare coils. So you can see the original coil driver next to the reissued coil driver. Looks really nice. And also for some last minute comparisons, I'm going to do a couple Super King bays. In this case, I only have two. So here we have King Helios. So you can see how those two look. And then for our final comparison, we're going to compare it with Super Hyperion. So you guys can see how those two look. Alright, so let's go get the launcher, which is right here. This is the Apocalypse Blade launcher. Take out the ripcord. So here's the launcher itself. Very sword-like. I do like these sort of tattoos going on with the gold and the red at the top. Do like the gold flames going up here. Does look quite nice with the little black sort of jewel up here. And to hold it, basically you have these little grips right here, kind of etched into the plastic. You just, or molded into the plastic, you just hold it like that, and then you would put your cord in one of these, either two of these holes, and then you would pull the cord out, and then that would launch the bay with the little prongs. And also there's a QR code which you guys can scan if you want to get the Apocalypse Blade launcher into the game. Right. Now off to the actual ripcord. Ripcord's nothing really much to write home about except that it's nice and gold. And that what's really nice is you get this little plastic bit here, which is used for the Spriggan line, specifically Legend Spriggan, Spriggan Requiem, and Chosi Spriggan, or not Lord Spriggan. With Lord Spriggan, you can use it with him, but for Chosi Spriggan, it's also known as Turbo Spryzen, or just with the other names, just insert Spryzen where Spriggan is in the name. So Legend Spryzen, Spryzen Requiem, all that good stuff. So you can use them with that. So that's pretty cool. And as you can see, it is rather bent as well and kind of used, again, because I got this used. But anyway, so to use it, basically for right spin, you take your launcher, you take your little ripcord, you see the teeth right there, line that up, slide it inside, it comes out the little part there, grab it on there, you put your bay on here like this, you just put it in and twist, and then you pull the cord, launches your bay. And then for left spin, which Apocalypse isn't left, you just take the ripcord, flip it around, stick it inside, comes out the end, like so. Then you would do the same thing. Just take your left bay, stick it on there, and then just pull the cord, and then it comes out. So there you go. Now, to quickly mention what these are actually attachments for grips. Hasbro has released only a few sort of launcher grips, and even at that, they're still relatively small, so... But there is a part for that if you didn't want to put a grip on there, or put another launcher on here for some reason, even though there's no holes for actually a ripcord to go through. But there you go. Now again, for brief comparison, here's the original Excalius set, Beyblade Evolution set launcher, which as you can see, literally the exact same thing, just with a color mock-up and a slightly different color ripcord. Other than that, it's pretty much the same. On this one's a lot straighter because I actually used a I used a hair dryer to straighten out the plastics. That way it wouldn't get this god-awful bend. But there you go. Oh, and also just because this is the Excalibur that you would get in that set. This is Sieg or Surge Excalius / Excalibur. Sieg Excalibur or Surge Excalius is what you would get in that set as well. In this really nice watermelon colors. But anyhow, that will be all. So that has been the Apocalypse Blade set review. I'm going to get these on the screen there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I will see you guys either tomorrow or a little later today with some more Beyblade stuff on the way. So stay tuned. Now, Reed Squad, and have a good one.